And finally, let's find out the skull on the real face. Let's focus on understanding the bony structure which is lying inside the head, because before getting into the high finished drawing of this model here, we will be doing a different studies of the bone structure, the muscle structure and the planes of the face. First, now we're starting with the circle here, dividing in two halves, and then trying to find the center line of the face, which is between always the eyebrow line which passes through the nostril, between the philtrum and then the lower portion of the chin here. Now taking the 2/3 of the upper portion of the semicircle and then putting that down, that will give us the nose, and then again the same distance will give us the chin area here. You have to also draw the line or the ellipse which is from the outside the point from the right hand side of the eye, and that will give us the nice ellipse on the side of this oval here, which is cut out because is always flat on the side of the skull. And then dividing that ellipse in two halves will give us the area of, or the line which will take us through the mandible or the jawline. Now I'm just dividing this the lips, just looking at the bottom and upper portion of the lips, just making a mark there. Once you start to draw, you need to really be careful about getting the proportion right in the skull also, because since she has a one kind of a proportion here, and which needs to be by understanding the bony structure or the skull. The inside this face, the skull is hidden, which we don't see, and then understanding of that one is kind of really important, because once you understand that, you really know how to really get the transition, the soft transition, the slow transition, the understanding of the form, and then you will be much more confident in drawing these shapes also, because you know what is lying inside, and once you just a little bit give more time on understanding this structure, then it is really beneficial for one understanding of the features of the face. So right now I'm just drawing the outline here, and as you can see from the top of the eyebrow line on the left hand side to the side of the zygomatic bone and the face, drawing a kind of the general outline for that. And then for the face, I'm just doing the bottom of the lips here. Once you draw the lips, you know that how much far the right hand side lips will go, because the left hand side lips we can see less, and the right hand side we can see more. I'm drawing these things because then on top of that I will really fit the skull, because and that's why I'm showing this as a very important lesson for everyone to really understand how the muscle fits on a face, And you see, now I'm starting to cut the frontal part of the nasal structure here. So I'm trying to understand the ethmoid bone here, which is the center, very thin pieces of bone which is inside the frontal part of the nose. Trying to a little bit also draw the eye socket, and understanding the outside bone, which is called as the lacrimal bone. Now still a little bit focusing on the bridge of the nose, which is called as the nasal bone, and but drawing the side plane of that, and really trying to think and visualize those understanding of the sphenoid bone, which is inside the eye socket, and the outside bone which is called as the lacrimal bone of the eye socket. Now let's focus on the zygomatic bone, which is I'm kind of drawing here, and then trying to move towards the maxilla also. The whole time I'm kind of visualizing this where must be the overall area of the maxilla, the area of the mandible, and trying to visualize it in such a way that looks more convincing. And that is why that since zygomatic bones comes out, eye socket goes in underneath the bottom portion of the nose, where is the you have the ethmoid bone, you know, which goes inside the darks. And now I'm kind of focusing on the mandible and the angle of jaw, you know. So all these understanding kind of really important.